time to go to our final game of the day. Game number 32 as we go to Erangel once again. Pansy and D-Man, I almost said Sims, take it away.
Yes, I hate to break up the couple, but it is D-Man that's here as well, alongside...
I miss Richard. Rich got back.
It's the gingerness. I'll dye my hair or something. I'll go ginger.
He's got a kid to look
goatee
after.
out and stuff like that. But the plane pretty much goes across the river of Yasnaya, across the Georgia Pole. It's a fairly northern plane. So maybe we'll get another northern circle. I did just see Squeaky. I was like, Squeaky, come on. That was a northern circle. What's going on? He's like, yeah, but it went south. I was like, and it went south? It went that was as north as you're going to get.
Does he want to just like sit in a compound and it close on them? Just sit on the top of Starboard?
I think he wants it to land on Starboard or something like that. Yeah, maybe we'll see. We'll see. We're hopeful. We're hopeful. We'll see where it goes.
Reciprocity. Unity. Reciprocity.
North George. I mean, the circle. There's no way to Sosnovka, right? So they have to.
Yeah, but they haven't done it this much. They've committed to other areas. I'm going to see how much action there is in north of George because we haven't seen that fall over in a while.
Well, we are about to see it. I mean, no, you couldn't even go Yasnaya, right? Because it kind of went over hospital, the plane did. Actually went south of hospital. So, okay, Unity Reciprocity. Of course. So, G2 are laughing right now.
Lee, I've done some very in-depth VOD reviews, demo reviews.
Really deep, yeah.
Now, last time we saw Chris taking a nap, they won the game.
Right, okay.
So every time Chris naps, he powers up.
He powers up, well, yeah. A Snorlax, as they just refer to him as.
Look, as long as no one's got a flute yet, you're fine.
Oh, God, you're going Pokemon deep now.
Yeah, I can't help myself.
So FaZe Clan, anyway, they're going down to standard spots, so is TSM. They're all going to be happy. They can loot for a long time. The circle centering pretty much on well, just south of Potato Hill. So we've seen, obviously, a couple of finishes here. FaZe Clan actually came out pretty well in that one. Remember, they got in that compound early on, which I believe... I'm trying to think who won that game. Was it Unity? Didn't Unity win that game? I think they did. I think Unity won that game. Yes, they did, because it was that really weird crawl move that I think it was Orange that made. He was crawling up on them on the rock.
I vaguely
when they were behind the rock in the 3v1 or whatever it was. Oh, look at this. The observers are getting artsy through the porthole of Pachinki.
I just want to sit on board and watch Team Liquid's loot routes because they get this done in under 4 minutes.
Yeah, they're going to be on the way as well.
It's one thing that I really wish we could see is
they might go a little longer with it in the circuit.
They don't have to go anywhere far. They can take their time. I just love to learn individual players' loot routes. You know what I mean? Like I
literally
love
drop
that
with
depth.
them. Well, luckily, Lauren, people can do that. They can watch the team streams.
Wow! Tell me more, Lee.
So they can go onto the PEL website, and each individual team, all 16 of them, will have their own team stream. Not only their own team stream, some of them will also have a commentator on there in multiple languages. And of course, don't forget you got the map stream as well. So there's so many ways to watch PEL, but obviously you want to have it all on a multi-view option and have us as the main audio.
Of course.
Naturally.
I mean...
Naturally.
Don't leave, otherwise I don't have a job.
All other great commentators are out there, but we're the ones you want to listen to.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nothing happened really in the north, did it? Reciprocity and Unity. They kind of separated North George.
You can share it so
it's
easy.
It's massive.
Like
TSM and Erangel used to split it a year ago.
Those were the days.
Well, it weren't the days for TSM. They're doing a lot better nowadays.
They really are. I used to love TSM so much
Sorry, boys.
back then.
Yeah.
What a little lineup. Absolutely trash. No, I'm kidding. They just didn't quite get the results, sadly, that they needed. But that all aside, who is on the move? Digital Athletics going to go to that same old compound they damn well love.
Can you say that again? I'm fast.
Oh, just for Martin? Or?
Yeah, just for Martin.
No. Digital Athletics. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm being cruel.
Digital.
Digital Athletics actually didn't go to the compound they went to before. They've gone up on the little plateau. So Team Liquid on the move, Vitality on the move, the Knights raise your edge. Everyone's starting to head towards that Potato Hill.
Potato. Onto the potatoes. NIP on the move. Yep, they're coming out. M19, by the way, didn't go down to promote. They're stuck over. They went for the tempo loop. What kind of tempo loot? It's sort of West Coast. I guess anything West Coast these days, you call it tempo loot. Vitality, hello. There you can see Iro nearby, but they've got away with it. They're going to go to join Jazza and Co. You can see that where Jazza is already. Nasus also spread. That's a little wide. I don't like Nasus' spot because I think the Knights are going to crash him.
Could do. I'm waiting to see it. I'm not sure yet.
No, he's in the vehicle already. He's like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, maybe decide it's time to kind of consolidate everything together. You can see these are the northern teams working their way around Squeaky, letting CrowCrowd past. Not going to challenge them on that. And ENCE going to work their way in, but ENCE sadly have been having a little bit of a, turbulent time, but I'm hoping we still see a little bit more from them.
I mean, they just mentioned it on the desk. It's like this was a team that absolutely dominated Phase 1.
Yep.
I mean, they were unstoppable, especially the final week. They were just incredible. Jazza, did you just roll your bike there? Roll the buggy, maybe? Or did it roll back on you? I'm not too sure. Either way,
I don't know
just knock himself.
there.
Where's the rest of Vitality? They're not with him. He's on his own. Yeah, they're going to have to go down and help him out.
I don't think... Can he?
Chris is kind of
Yeah,
there.
look at Chris. And Chris has napped. So we... Oh, no. How have you managed that?
He's got to wake up yet. Give him a chance.
He
needs his power boost.
Yeah. Are they sponsored by any sort of energy drink? Or... I'm just going to go for the sponsor here.
I don't know what Snorlax evolves to.
He doesn't, does he?
I don't know. He probably is the evolution, right? I don't know.
I don't think he does anything. He just sleeps.
He just sleeps.
Blocks your pathways. That's about it.
It's a little harsh, but anyway.
What?
We'll see. We'll see how it works out for the hidden monster. Na'Vi coming in from the south side. Ferry Pier, they're going to cruise away in there. Team Liquid went for sort of Potato Hill, but they've actually gone for a big, deep south split as well. So they've gone for a 2-2. It's pretty wide. It might catch Na'Vi off guard.
Jazza flung himself.
He just basically bailed out the car too quick. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. It ramped up and he just got out and smack.
FaZe are pulling up. And just getting inside the standard garage, standard compound. This used to be the old Vitality compound, really. Shadow's old spot.
Well, back, isn't it? It's funny how we're already seeing, like literal metas evolve and then go in such a short span already. But so far, no one's actually fallen down to anything.
Found themselves a really nice route along the south. They've gone South Road, and it's actually going to give them a relatively central spot with G2 there. We expect the circle to sort of go up that way. I'll laugh if it goes up to Rozhok, though. But we'll see. We'll see. It was a pretty deep swing in the last one, going up to the northern circle. Way down. And Unity. Where are Unity going here?
George going to head down probably Gak away. I actually don't know how Unity play when they get into these positions. Because we've never really... Yeah, exactly. We've never really seen them in that sort of spot. So always going to be an interesting one. But there's so much room here. Because, it's not shifted too hard yet. Of course, everyone wants to be in that band that runs from Rozhok down to that southern road, but...
If this goes to Sosnovka, there's going to be some problems.
Oh, I'd love it.
I mean, it's a very small slice, but it could do a couple of south
if it keeps going south.
It's still a decent portion. I mean, the entire military base is inside the circle.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for that. 0 players on there. 0 people went to it.
So, I mean, something like that to happen, Na'Vi and TSM could just set up a big camp on the bridge and just massacre people. Or get massacred, and it'd just be a complete cluster, wrong. Well, Team Liquid have decided to group, so I think that's because Na'Vi came nearby, so they've decided, all right, let's group up. Too risky, too dangerous. That is a long, adventurous shot to Winstrike.
Yeah. Ambitious as hell towards NIP there. That was a good old attempt. I like that.
That's across the entirety from the hill of Pachinki. Yeah.
I want to see that circle. Please go south.
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
Please, Brendan, if you're listening, anyone, south.
Oh. All right, so it's going to be a standard circle. Most of these teams looked at it and saw it. G2 definitely did. Going to be sitting in and around that area. Vitality obviously looking pretty golden with their 2-2 split. They've got Jazza back on his feet. Chris tried, and we can see why they wanted that compound now. So G2 going to get themselves together, I guess, because Brex goes, is he going to go swing up to Kane? Looks like he will. M19, well, they're miles out, aren't they? They're up in the hills of way up in bloody Rozhok way. So, yeah, they've got a long, long way to go.
Look at that northern shift. ENCE in the way, then you've got about every other...
ENCE, Rec, M19, all come in this sort of direction.
It's a big old swing, and that's where the most area is going to be. They knew that teams are going to try and centralize in the ban. God, what is
Nipper
that
TL engaging. So Nipper in the barns, or the house by the barns, And Jim's been caught out on the hillside. Truffoli, oh dear. He's just, how did he catch Rustamar? Did he flip the bike?
It'd be weird if one of them did.
Yeah, if only one got knocked in the... No, okay. Oh, you see what it is. He tried to bail and get the bike, and he carried on.
Yeah.
Bailed out too early, basically. Too fast.
Yeah, this is just awkward, though. It slows down ENCE. I mean...
Loses a med, loses a knock.
It's just like these small things.
We see it so often.
We do. It's not good. Wow, now that's a rotation and a half. Winstrike going on a bit of a detour. Down on the island. It's not a bad idea.
Are Unity going to follow them? I think they might. They are, you know. I think Unity are going to do the same. Which actually could work out badly because Winstrike are going to come over and they're going to sit in the compound that is just over the bridge. They're not going to go too much deeper than that. Here comes Reciprocity. They went sort of that Rozhok way. CrowCrowd, of course, in a similar situation here. Oh, I don't know where Rec are going to go here, you know. Oh, I don't think they have a home.
I'm trying to think of that area.
No, they're going to back away.
No,
they're peeling out.
They're peeling out. M19 had the plateau, and then you've got DA not far off it. It's way too rife, and they just have to commit to the outskirts. They don't actually have a lot to work with on this now.
What is a doozy? Okay, the map's playing up. The map's playing games. I mean, I was just like, I just saw a doozy appear in ruins. I was like, what's he doing there? But he's not. He's back with the rest of his team. So it's one of those mugs. I haven't seen that book for a long, long time. But anyway, Iro. Shots down onto set, no problem for him. ENCE sitting out in the far side.
They went to the Sosnovka Island, now come back off?
Is Dastish going to get the crate, or are they just going to ignore it? No, they're going to carry on. Like I said, I think they came over and then realised that Winstrike were there, and like, didn't want to get caught up in a potential bridge camp out in the blue. They're still in the blue, but they will be able to get themselves in. They can pull up on the cliff edge. And that'll be perfectly fine. Winstrike are going to have a free run over the bridge. They're just scouting it now, so they're going to get in no problem. ENCE find themselves the compound. You can see they're just coming over. There's plenty of space for ENCE. Nobody else up in this northeastern corner. So everybody is pretty safe. G2's spread and Vitality's spread is pretty greasy. Team Liquid are actually on foot, on the move, working their way down from Potato, trying to take a couple of shots. I think they want to get that compound that Vitality currently hold. Demo spotted. Easy Reciprocity out. I mean, this is just standard for them. They're out in the compound. North of Hills. That's a CrowCrowd shot that just caught them. Kemba took a knock on them there. Oh, dear. I talked about Team Liquid pushing on this. I thought they wanted to get this little compound. Team Liquid have come down on foot, so I don't think Vitality have any clue that they're here.
No, they have zero idea. That's always a tempting spray, isn't it? Oh, the patience. Such a virtue. But eventually you will get spotted. Did Nasus
just see them there?
No, no idea. I don't think they've seen it at all, because they're opening up on the teams down on the first. I don't know who that is.
Circle shrunk, and Team Liquid have got the center point now.
God, how do they do? I don't know how they get center circle so often. And when they do, they normally win. But so far, there's actually still a lot of room here. Potato Hill is going to start getting a little bit more compounded. You've got that big compound Na'Vi could take over by TSM. That's quite nice territory. It's not ideal, of course. Actually, here comes ENCE finally getting on the kill board.
Yeah, that's Tab, and he's separated from the rest of his team, so ENCE will move on that. That's the ditch they can go to. Senpai and Kemba, I don't think they can really cover off this one. Rustamar will probably just run him straight over, actually. Coming around on the bike, and we'll just hop off and finish him off. Easy stuff. Got the Dacia to cover, got a big ditch there as well, so no problem from Rustamar, and has bought a spot for the rest of his team to move into. Reciprocity have got to move in. FaZe Clan have just screeped in. Winstrike also on the edge, so everybody really inside the circle.
Where's
it's a case of really pushing for position. Yeah, well, I don't know where Rec can go. I guess maybe onto set.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, if they've scouted it well, that actually could be a really good shout. If they've managed to scout that well enough, why not try and just crash this? But again, we don't see what they see. It looks like maybe a long rotation route. That's so risky if they're going to go for that, but let's see where they go. Scoom on the way. That's a crate.
Here we go. Wrecker on the move. Yeah, that's a crate. That's a Grozer. Wrecker moving. Okay, they've just gone for the ditch.
Yellow?
Yeah, they've gone for the little yellow. I don't like that. Yeah, okay, they're going to carry on moving. This makes sense. They're going to move on for their hillside. They've got to go towards CrowCrowd, I think. They really should push onto set. If they've scouted it enough and realized there is just one guy shooting from that, there is only one person taking shots at them. They have the safety. DA are up on high, but they won't have an angle here. M19, though, could be an issue for them. They kind of have those side angles, which is what Raf is covering off. See, I don't like going for this compound.
No, it's horrible.
The vehicles are going to be so exposed. You can see Scoom, he's got the bike in there, sure, but Hack said there's no way he's going to save that Dacia from M19.
Not unless he just gets moving. That's it. You've got to maybe putting Rafi and Shiv up forward, they've noticed this, but you can see that CrowCrowd have pulled all their players back together by now. They might miss their opportunity to go on this one.
We're watching Unity getting knocked. That's completely irrelevant. Let's have a look at Reciprocity and CrowCrowd because they're the ones that are shooting one another. Here we go. These are the ones that have been shooting. So you missed the action, but Reciprocity did manage to get across. All 3 members of CrowCrowd have moved in. FaZe Clan, also they're making a move. That's over on the east. You can see the knock there, and they should be able to confirm that one. Uber's coming in from quite far out. Pittsburgh Knights with 1 down.
Yeah, and ENCE are actually trying to find angles on the Knights as well. That's still occurring. You do have DA up on the hill. Now, Reciprocity probably won't push this because M19 are in their backs. They need to be more careful of that. That's the bigger threat currently. Scoom's well aware of this now. Spins around with that 24. Limited on bullets, so clearly the loot was not rife. Centers up again a little bit towards the east. Again, Gemty is pretty much slap bang in the middle.
Sees D-Mash there. Doesn't go for the shot, though, as you mentioned, because he is limited on bullets. He has to choose those shots wisely. FaZe, looks like Drayden's going to get Reels back up on his feet there. Uber was going for the off angle, but instead has joined the rest of his team. Now looking around the circle, a lot of teams coming to move in. Winstrike are trying to reposition. They're going deep around the south. You can see them in the picture-in-picture there. They're on the move. They're going to come around to, I think, sort of the backside of Unity, actually, looking at Timmy's continuous motion.
DA, look at this. Look at DA's push. Gemty has just been, oh my god, this is insane from Digital Athletics. They just turned up. And in the meantime, G2 have found this is a perfect time to pounce towards Liquid.
Oh, dear.
Liquid are losing out there on their lives. They've got too many fights on too many fronts. They did not expect DA to just center the hell up.
They're down to 2. That's lost so many. That big nade, though, coming out. Jeems gets in there. Udia caught the other one, and DA suddenly lose a couple of players. Jeems going to go put aggressive onto Beautiful Death here. Meanwhile, CrowCrowd also getting shots. That's Scoom finding 1 for Kemba there. G2 really put a big dent in Team Liquid there, just from the side angles. G2 were in the compound. They didn't even need to take those shots. Meanwhile, oh my god, ENCE, Vitality, Raise Your Edge, FaZe Clan, Navi, all these teams are all clashing. It is a big old mash on the eastern side.
Yeah, this is going to be horrible. Keep your eyes on that kill feed because we will not be able to catch you all of this. I promise you that. A Beautiful Death trying to get the revive, trying to keep Iroh safe. The nades are just about... Oh, that one is good. Jeems. Perfection. They've managed to stay alive.
It's got them a shack as well. They needed that. Meanwhile, let's have a look. We've got FaZe Clan and Navi. They're clashing in a compound. That's down on the south side. FaZe have traded back and forward. Buckamaldi finished off. They kind of got the build in, but I don't think they're clean yet.
Look
Best
at
of
this
luck
kill
will get
feed.
Fuzz feed off there. He manages to chase him down. Unity getting pressured by Winstrike. They come around the side. They try and crash in. The scouts getting involved. Orange got a nade coming on him. Meanwhile, on your screens, you've got Vitality. They've pushed the hillside with the Knights. ENCE also involved.
Yeah, the Knights are at the very back of this. Vitality in front, then ENCE, then TSM. That's all the fights you're seeing right now. You've got Raise Your Edge trying to get a couple of steals here and there because they're definitely up for the fight on that one. A doozy about to push Mexi. Gustav finding Shadow. That's big. That's still TSM holding the southern side.
Mexi, the last man standing for FaZe Clan. A doozy, Best Lost Senior all pushing him, so FaZe are pretty much done and out. I can't imagine he's going to stay here much longer unless there's a massive, massive play. Jazz are getting down, so that causes problems for Vitality. TSM getting involved in that fight as they go looking. Mexi's going to try and look to bail out the window, can't find himself an angle, keeps the doors closed, looks towards the fire down below, but nothing coming from it. A doozy's nades will hold him off. Now, the Winstrike Unity battle has still been going on. NIP getting involved on that from Potato Hill, and G2 trying to third party as well.
Oh, that nade almost had him. That was so close. If they sprayed that door, they'd probably get it as well. We're seeing Reciprocity catching M19 in the north. Vitality holding off the Knights for a little bit longer. And Mexi trying to stay alive.
So, ENCE are down to 2, Vitality to 2, Knights are down to 2. TSM with a 4-man push on them. Unity, that looks like it's going to get concluded with Winstrike doing a lot of damage. It's a one-on-one between Timmy. Tizzering comes out on top. Winstrike done.
My lord, what a load of action. We've still got TSM patrolling the eastern side for reals. And I think that Shadow's still alive over there. Mexi is slowing down Na'Vi. I'll give him that.
With DA making that move, it freed up the compound, so Reciprocity moved in freely. They've got 4 alive still, 4 alive. They're cheating, they've got 5 in the server. Mexi with the little underhand FPS killer. It goes around the side. Wookie finishes off the Knights. That's Snark and Reels finished off. Vitality moves with the hills, but now Raise Your Edge are making the move on them as Na'Vi continue this attack on Mexi.
How is he alive? How is he dodging these nades? It's insane. Na'Vi have been picking more up. As Mexi tries to get the heals off, tries to do everything he can. I feel desperately for him. And we've got to look at Reciprocity in the north, sweeping further down as well. That's Raise Your Edge getting pinched at this point. Menox did try and fight his way out, but Set eventually caught him. And actually, Senu's found a new target. What just found Wookie from so far
Pops
away.
TSM, why not? Okay, so
There goes Mexi.
Mexi dealt with. CrowCrowd also dealt with straight afterwards. Reciprocity doing the damage there. They've still got 4 alive in the hillside. The circle shrinks. It goes sort of partially onto Potato. Team Liquid still with that shack alive, and G2 are looking golden.
Yeah, G2 are in
Remember,
such a prime
Chris
spot.
has slept.
Oh, see, this is why I should
He's
be on the
powered up.
analysis desk. This level of sort of in-depth discussion is just something you can't expect from Martin and Froz. You just don't get that sort of stuff. Anyway, back into the game. Chris doesn't have a great deal to work with here. That blue is going to be the death of him. And there he goes. Rager Edge bow down in 10th.
Literally the death of him.
And at the moment, we have Na'Vi on patrol in the south, ENCE to the east, Reciprocity in the north, NIP to the northwest, and I guess G2 and Team Liquid's bang in the middle.
Kramer being spotted. Look at this. Mikas tracking Gustav on the hillside. 2 ENCE players, just 1 kill for them. Not looking good. TSM, that's a tricky move, though. They're going to come straight into Na'Vi. They've already engaged once. And look at ENCE just lying in wait. Vitality also trying to move in. Reciprocity very close to NIP on the edge, top of Potato Hill as well.
This circle should accommodate a little bit. Maybe TSM could be in trouble.
Reck and Nip are going to fight. They're going to fight any second now.
It looks like it. Gaxi's about to swing over. Let's have a look at the angles on this. Not that. Gaxi
we could look at
Bard.
Senya behind a rock, but I'd like to see the battle going on in the north because we have 8 players facing each other. Doesn't matter. There's the grenade. There we go. Now we get to see it. We missed the setup, but doesn't matter. Gaxi will get found. He's going to be done and dusted. Are they really going? VOD. Oh, this is a risky res.
How much do you love Gaxi, Vard? You've committed hard to this. Scoom, Raffi, all of needs.
No, they're too short.
All right, don't be mean to them. They can't help their verticality. Gustav, nade in hand. Senya's kept on the low ground. This could be rough. Reload time for Gustav. Looks for the others. Gustav's on a mission. This guy's doing everything he can. Raffi's nade did find Gaxi. So again, we're seeing Reciprocity continue that push.
Yeah, there's no chance we're going to miss anything happening with Na'Vi. They're going to get caught out and going down. It's good to see the action all the way. Reciprocity and NIP. Still this 4-man battle between the 2 engages in the top side while Bestalosh looks at the tree.
It's a scary tree. New problems emerge. Vitality with Kramer, he's in a real tough spot. Mikas is there, but Michael might bail him out here. I don't know how much Michael knows about this because Rustamar's watching this angle.
You know, Team Liquid, that little shack battle, that's got them 2nd place, I think, here. Rustamar, he's dealt with Michael. We were talking about them lying down waiting, and it's put TSM in all sorts of trouble. Mikas just staring at Kramer down there while the rest of his team does the damage. Reciprocity smoke down, working out. They're going to have to pull away from Potato because the circle continues further south. Kramer desperately trying to fight his way out of a problem. Stuck behind that rock, trying to look towards it. MBS, he's got a good angle on Reciprocity, who will all try and push down the hill.
Wait, look at Miraku. That little jump ahead from him is so imperative. Rustamar did find Kramer. That felt inevitable. He was very much on his own. No way in. It was either do I die to Reciprocity or
He has an
ENCE.
angle on Rec there.
It looks like they do. Yeah, Miraku now being joined by VOD and MBS. We do see TSM controlling the east. They put their foot down here, and Rustamar swung north.
I liked what G2 had done. They've left the compound, but is it a little too late? Kane's getting absolutely crashed. He's on his own in the Harry
MBS.
Potter, and you can see Vard is just going to chuck that nade in and out. That's actually going to catch him. Will not be enough. He's managed to get himself in behind that desk, give him the cover that he needed. The second one, though, will catch him, and that's Kane down. G2 down to 3.
There we go. This is going to be tough times now for all the teams. Reciprocity still in a really good spot. I don't want to miss this. 4 players live, working from the north, picking up kills on the way. TSM starting to flex towards the east. They've controlled that. So between Reciprocity and TSM, ENCE are gone. Out in the east we go. But look at this G2 battle. It's going to kind of keep forcing the problems here. Chris spots out Tizerin. That's good play from him.
Yeah, he's stuck behind the rock and a Chris. Not where you want to be. Na'Vi trying to smooth the way forward. Reciprocity trying to work the way down the hillside. Still with that 4 alive. Kane finished off, bleeds out. Tizerin, nowhere to go for him. Chris will just wait for that smoke to dissipate and continue to pop the shots off on. That will finish him off, so that's going to be a simple job for him. 5 kills and counting for them. Oh no, Jeeves, your shack is wooden and it's picked apart.
You know what? If Reciprocity don't absolutely poop the bed, this could be their game to win.
This
Genuinely.
could be. Raffi's on the flank.
Genuinely.
So Team Liquid lose 1, so that leaves Ibi on his own in the shack. Gustav is down, so Rory's on his own now with TSM. Rafi has the angle on Rory as well here. You can see he's looking through that peak. The door's open yet. You got nowhere to go here. Rafi coming in with the TP, all right.
What's the plan, Rafi? Now, this is the issue. Reciprocity do not have Circle. How do they play this one out? Because they have to either clear past TSM and Na'Vi or try and swing north into ground they don't know too much about that doesn't have great cover. So options are going to be pretty tricky here. Rory's made it out of the shack.
G2 consolidating. They've gone back 3 in the compound. That keeps them safe with NIP with 3 also in and around that shack. The nade from Scoom. It's gone too far. It's gone towards the shack.
Throw a ball.
Yeah. Are you trying to say Scoom's thrown like a girl?
I would never say such a sexist thing, Lee. How dare you?
How very dare you? That wasn't cooked, so it's gone straight on.
That's not bad, Nate, though. That's not bad. It's
it wasn't cooked, though. It wasn't cooked.
God, imagine if it was. That'd be a beautiful little pickup. And how many nades do these have? The problem I'm seeing here is Reciprocity hesitating to just close this down. Good work from Scoom to take the initiative, but they've forgotten about Gustav, and you cannot forget about Gustav. He only finds Scoom, but it slowed them down.
Luckily for them, Na'Vi had backed away. They were trying to figure out a way to get approach on G2. They were, at the moment, were moving towards that fight, but they backed away from it. So Reciprocity will be able to get the revives off. The Blues not too pressuring on them back, but you can see NIP have a good angle on them now. So where do Rec go from here? They've got a crate they can move towards, gives them a cover. There's a bunch of trees down as well.
It's not nice, though, is it? I want to see if they have any smokes left. Rafi's found a vehicle of some variety. Off we go, Rafi. Let's see what these decision-making choices are like. This isn't great, is it? A doozy? No. Yeah. Fed in towards Reciprocity. That's big,
That's
actually, for
9 kills
Reciprocity.
for Rec now.
This is the game. I don't see smokes, though. That's one thing I'm not seeing is smokes, but they've got the kind of mobile cover. But now G2 get a spot, get a glimpse. Scoom goes down. Brexco with some incredible precision.
Oh, and he just catches a glimpse of a limb, and he just takes it off, doesn't he? The Mini 14, so aggressive. The highest fragger in the game.
Oh, and look at this Team Liquid instantly look towards it.
And
IP still look towards
it. Toe.
Oh, this is going to be harsh, actually. This is going to be really hard for us.
No, don't crouch, don't crouch, don't crouch. He sees you.
They can't get these players out of these positions, and no one's going to push G2. So Reciprocity need to find a new way. If they manage that, but they have no smoke, so it's like they had to pick a terrible choice. There's never an easy one. And now Rafi's gone down. Haxetti needs to just send it. Oh, no. Imagine if the car rolled into Shiv.
He's down, but he should be able to get revived. No. They have all the angles covered, and this is sadly the death of Reciprocity. They got themselves 9 kills, though, and it's going to be a 4th place for them. Brexco goes to finish it off. He's going to flush them out. There we go. Creep in all you like, but that's going to be, yeah, you can say as soon as you're squeezing one side, the second angle gets you.
Survive.
So now RNOP, they're moving up on Ibi. NIP are moving up on Ibi's compound on the north side. You can see Ibiza gets a little peek around the side there. Vard actually got picked off by Chris. Miraku goes down to Chris as well. Ibi gets Miraku, flushes out the kill, and NIP are down to MBS.
Yeah, they certainly are. You're still seeing Shiv trying to hold on for dear life. He's doing everything he can, but NIP are under threat. Ibi is that threat as Vard gets caught off guard. And Shiv is going to be playing for time. If he can stay alive in any moment, in any way, he will take that. But right now, it looks very unlikely because as that circle moves in, he's the only one outside of it. Who's going to get the kill?
Ibi believes he's someone just outside the compound, which is why he was just underhanding those nades out the side there. Shiv, he's just got to survive, right? With 3 solos, but sadly, he's the one that's outside the circle.
Exactly.
And there's, look, I mean, the Blue's on his back. Where's he going to go? The Blue's just going to bleed him out. I think he's just going to sit and wait this one out. Yeah, Brexco's even going to swing around, see if he can get it. Chris will pick up the kill. 9 kills and counting for G2. It's looking like it's their game. 3 standing with NBS and Ibiza still alive. They're already on the move. Look at this. Chris is going hunting. He's going center circle already.
Stop trying to cheat. Stop it. Stop it. I see you doing the little mouse shake. I see it. Stop it. MBS, nice little tag there. Not enough though.
Chris is pushing. Chris is going on to MBS. Can we have Chris's view?
Oh, he's got a molly.
He's actually got a molly. He's come up. Chris has gone, what a madman. He's just pushed out the compound. He's going straight for the push. Now, it may backfire. MBS is reading this one well, and Hippie even reading it better. Look, he's got the idea of looking towards them. Chris backs away. He's like, okay, a little too risky. He's on to me.
That push has actually helped out Ibi a little bit. It did kind of take away MBS's vision towards him for a second or two.
He's going again. Chris is coming back around. Yeah, MBS is like, I'm smoking. What is this guy doing? It's a mad German trying to get around the back of me. Ibi's going for the push. Ibi's making the move onto MBS. It's going to backfire. Team Liquid will go 3rd place, though. And it leaves NIP in a 1v3. MBS, can he do it? This could be huge. If he can catch Chris out. Chris is making a move. Can he catch a glimpse of him? Don't know if he sees him. Chris is in the open.
There could be a line of sight. Could.
Look at Brexco's move, though. He's got the
that's
flank.
big.
This is so nice.
Oh, NBS.
No.
Boo.
Hate that. Hate it. I hate it. Get it out of the game. We need to change that. G2, though, bookmarked the day with their 3rd win of Phase 2. It has been a good day. We talked about it, didn't we? The Snorlax had been awoken.
And again, if you guys on the desk ever would like some help in really understanding PUBG, I'm always here to help you guys out. I'll do a little masterclass
5 kills
with you.
for Chris there, yeah. Great game from him.
Knew it was going to happen. We said at the start.
Well, Reciprocity, though, you know, they're looking a little down there, but honestly, they shouldn't be. They got themselves 9 kills in 4th place in that game. It was a solid game for them. Big points on